This is a demonstration of the vertical chop technique in phaco in a routine cataract case now. So we begin by clearing out the cortex of this cataract and we delineate the area of our working space. So we begin by vertically burying right in the center of the nucleus, aligning both the chopper and the phaco probe in a straight line. Bury vertically downwards, dig the chopper in the nucleus, go along the Purkinje image and meet the phaco probe at the center and move them apart. We notice that a good fissure line is formed end to end right down to the nuclear base, giving us a clean separation of the nucleus. This technique can be further repeated to make the nucleus into quadrants or even hextons. Further chopping is essential before bringing the nuclear pieces out of the capsular bag, as it also saves phaco energy and is endothelium friendly. One must always remember to use a high vacuum, high power setting when attempting a phaco chop technique. The settings in this case are a flow rate of 40 cc's per minute, vacuum of 450 millimeters of mercury, and ultrasonic power at 40. We see here that once a good clean phaco chop is achieved at the beginning of the case, the rest of the case is smooth, easy and uneventful. Finishing up now with an irrigation and aspiration of the cortical remnants. We can now end this case by placing the intraocular lens in the capsular bag. Let's now move on to another example of the vertical phaco chop technique. After performing the incisions rhexis and hydro, I now begin with phacoemulsification by clearing out the cortex from the nucleus, delineating a working area. So once again, I orient the phaco probe vertically down towards the bed of the nucleus in a straight line along the Purkinje image. Chopper also moves in a straight line towards the phaco probe while staying in vacuum. Once we touch the phaco probe, we move the pieces apart and we have a clean cleavage line right down the center, fragmenting the nucleus into two halves. Same technique can now be repeated as many times as one would like to make multiple fragments of the nucleus to pull them out of the capsular bag for safe phacoemulsification at the iris plane. The same technique holds good for the other pieces as well. Bury at the center of the nucleus, hold with high vacuum and chop. Chopping the pieces into multiple fragments is useful as this saves phaco energy and is friendly to the corneal endothelium. Irrigation and aspiration of the remnant cortex can now be carried out routinely. The IOL is placed in the capsule.